I don't know if I turned this off. I don't know when. But I was saying, I don't know if my so-called mom meant for us to be, she said, you don't need to want to be like us. You need to want to be better. I don't know if she meant, as far as just being better, as far as being able to choose the ways of God, the things of God, instead of the ways and things of the world. Because again, I seen her have certain things, material possessions that was of the world and in the world and stuff like that. But I didn't think they were bad because I didn't feel like they had her. But I don't know. But I seen that or whatever. And so, yeah, I just... I don't know. I didn't know how to explain it. So I don't know if she just meant, hey, I want y'all to be better than me as far as having better things that this world has to offer. But, to me, seemingly, honestly, she grabbed, it was like not even a 50-50 type thing. It probably was like a 40-60 type thing. Hey, I'm going to definitely expose my kids to God. It was just times when it was a higher chance that she would expose us to the things of God as opposed to the things of the world. And I think even still, when it came to exposing us to the things of the world, I think she still kept that from us. So I think that counts for something when you even try to, you don't want your kids to be, but then it turns into, oh, you're hiding something, you're not being your true self, and this, that, and third, and it's eventually going to come out in some form or fashion or whatever. But anyway, So yeah, I choose less of what the world has to offer, and it sometimes it really feels like it sucks, it hurts. I'm like, Lord, I want to choose, I want to be ratchet too, but no, or a wretch or whatever. Not let the Bible, but as the Bible says, a wretch. But it's better to choose the ways of God, the things of God. It really is, and I don't want to not sound enthused about it, but sometimes it's been tough. I ain't said it was easy at all. And I'm trying to have my children, especially my sons, now that they're here, but my daughter as well. You know what I'm saying? When the world brings some kind of temptation, no, baby, don't choose that. Let's go another route. It's a better route to take. It really is. God is better. The kingdom of light is better than the kingdom of darkness, period. And I pray that the kingdom of darkness continues to be torn down and be exposed. And, God eventually just do away with all that. But, here we are living this out. So I just wanted to add that or whatever. I don't know when this last video had cut off, so I don't know what was said or what wasn't caught on there on the camera. But yeah, still a good day. I just was thinking about my daughter again, and I'm like, I choose my daughter. I don't have no room to choose my so-called mom, so-called dad, or anybody over my children. And let's just say this, let's just say my children were grown and they were choosing otherwise, and you know what kind of house you raised them in, and they should know better. Then you have to, and let's just say my so-called mom was doing right. That's who I got, what I'm saying? That's what I feel like I got to choose. That's who I feel like, believe, and all that. And I have to just say, hey, I got to turn my kids loose, and I got to rock with, But I just, you wanted to where, dang, can't my mom be choosing the ways of God, and can't my kids do the same thing? But baby, it's a struggle. It's real. The enemy is real. He be out here. He comes to steal, kill, and destroy. So don't get it twisted. Yeah, so just thinking about that, but definitely missing my daughter, especially I see somebody, celebrating a birthday and stuff like that, and I smile on the inside. I'm not hating at all. I'm like, girl, at least you able to celebrate with your daughter, and right there, because she 18, she considered by the world to be grown. She really could on this day go somewhere else and go do something else, and could have chosen to be out with some friends, but she's allowing her mom to have her something there. I think that's a good, decent thing, you know what I'm saying, and your mom to be able to celebrate with you, and so it just kind of made me feel a little sad for a few seconds or whatever, because it's like, my daughter didn't turn 14, she turned 13, she turned 14, I didn't get to celebrate those times with her yet, and still I celebrate her on a daily basis anyway, especially when she was here, but even still, so it is what it is, but I still miss my daughter. But then I'll be feeling like, dang, but the whole goal was to have the man here, stepdad, and who I deemed her stepdad, he's not, you know, he didn't want to do what I believed that we needed to do. He wanted to be for himself and stuff. And I feel like he thought I was being for myself, but I was trying to do things in an orderly fashion. And in an orderly way, the household come first. And that was just period. And I'm saying that because even my own so-called dad told me, he was like, my household come first. Even though some of the marriages that he was in, he's no longer in them anymore. And I was asking him for something that was order. That's God's order. And the boys' dad wouldn't do, you know, he wouldn't team up with me to do things in a godly fashion and in God's order. He was doing them the way he wanted. And he literally flat out told me, I'm going to have my fun first. And I just didn't know what all that entailed. And so to me, I just feel like, well, that was way entirely too selfish for me, because now I done got older and all this. And I mean, I'm not too old to do anything, but I done got older, and we can't even, like, with you, I don't want that anymore. And now I just want to, I almost feel like I want to party and this, that, and the third, but I don't want to party, but baby, I want to live. Like, I'm not trying to be, you know what I'm saying, literally nobody's old lady at this point in time. Now, I ain't trying to be an old mom. I ain't trying to be a grandma early, nothing like that. No, because I am going to teach my kids. You're going to take care of your own kids if you have some. But I want to still be out here running around with my kids and stuff. Like, I was out the other day kind of kicking the ball around with my sons and stuff like that. But, yeah. So, I just wanted to kind of add that or whatever. And that's what's going on with me today. I want to be able to get my stuff done. I want to live. I feel deprived of having lived like a whole decade plus taken from me. Then I look back on when I did take my daughter to visit her so-called dad for the first time when he was locked up, and he grabbed her. He didn't grab her and hurt her, but when he grabbed her, he put her over to his side. Granted, it was his right side. Thank God for that. Wasn't his left side, but he put her over to the side, and I almost missed that detail just for the fact that he grabbed her in a certain type of way. But what he said was like, this my shit. Now, he grabbed her and put her on the right side, but he described it as S-H-I-T. My daughter ain't nobody shit. She came out of my womb. She you know what I'm saying? And not to say he can't say certain stuff about her, because she did come from his sperm cells, I guess. But, you know, I was like, nah, we're not finna do that with no kids. I don't know what you think going on. I don't know what you got going on. I don't care what you done learned and picked up elsewhere. That's not what this is. So now, and so yeah, just remember him doing that, and it didn't disturb me then, but I just look back and I remember, and I told my daughter about it and stuff like that. And I'm like, you don't want to sit around nobody that even thought for a second that you was just S-H-I-T. You know what I'm saying? So that was that. I'm not getting off into that. Just know that I miss my daughter. You know, hoping that things go ahead and turn around, and you know what I'm saying? I be wanting her to just want to come home, but hey, I just let it be done according to God's will. That's my prayer even today. As long as I can still pray for my child and just trust God that she's still alive, she's still breathing, still making it and stuff like that, I'm good. But at the same time, I still want to sometimes badly see my child, you know. I'm looking at my sons right now on this camera. I'm watching them, but it's like, I carried 3 kids. I birthed 3 kids into this earth realm, and, you know, they're all still living as far as I last knew. I want to be around all of them. I want to be actively involved. I never walked away from my daughter. Now, I did always tell her, I try to tell her dad more so than anything. You know, she's your responsibility. She's not just my responsibility. So don't do that. But he kept letting his mom or whatever interfere and all that other craziness or whatever. But yeah, so anyway, that's pretty much the end of these videos. I'm going to upload these, and if I got something else to say, I'll say it later. But just wanted to kind of touch on that.